1 out of every 10 or 15 adults. Their symptoms range from an occasional upset stomach to almost constant debilitating pain. IBS can be very unpleasant. The symptoms can disrupt your life, your work, your relationships. Fortunately, it won't damage your internal organs or shorten your life. A diagnosis of IBS means the intestines look perfectly normal. Sometimes people with IBS are even told the problem's all in your head, but that is not true. IBS is a functional disorder. Even though the digestive tract looks normal, it isn't functioning quite like it should. Let's take a look at what's happening. Muscles in the intestines move food from the stomach to the rectum. Normally they contract and relax in a gentle rhythm that moves the food along in a fairly predictable schedule. But with some people, the muscles in the intestines spasm. That means the contractions are longer and stronger than normal. Those spasms are painful. They also disrupt the movement of food through the intestines. If they slow it down, you become constipated. If they cause it to move through too quickly, you get diarrhea. It's not unusual for people to alternate between the two. Here's another cause of discomfort for people with IBS. The nerve endings in the digestive tract are more sensitive than normal. Small bubbles of gas that wouldn't bother most people might be quite painful for you. Your heightened sensitivity can also lead to swelling and bloating. Some people with IBS report other symptoms: difficulty swallowing, feeling full soon after beginning a meal, nausea, indigestion, heartburn. Nobody knows for sure what causes your spasms and increased sensitivity. However, we know a great deal about how some of your symptoms can be controlled. The good news is there are choices you can make to help you feel better and enjoy life more. IBS isn't all in your head, but neither is it all down here in your intestines. We've all heard the phrase gut reaction. Your bowels are very responsive to subtle signals in your body and in the world around you. The best treatment for IBS is to create a well-balanced life in which your bowel functions as normally as possible. In this video, you'll learn some healthy habits to help you do that. I'm sure you realize that diet can have an impact on your symptoms. You've probably noticed that some foods seem to upset your bowels. But you might be surprised to learn it's not just what you eat, it's how and when you eat. The digestive tract is something like a factory, moving product down the line. Like a factory, your intestines operate more efficiently if you supply them with raw materials at regular times. So eat well-proportioned meals on a regular schedule. This helps your bowel function more predictably. Also, be sure to eat enough fiber. It may help with both diarrhea and constipation. Be sure to drink plenty of fluids. You may find that some foods aggravate your condition, especially if you eat too much of them. Start keeping track of how your body reacts to what you eat. If you repeatedly experience symptoms after eating a certain food, try reducing or eliminating it from your diet and see if that makes a difference in how you feel. But be careful not to overdo it. For some people with IBS, eating anything can stimulate their symptoms. As you experiment with your diet, be sure you're always eating a well-balanced variety of foods. A dietitian can help you find ways to make eating right a healthy habit. A regular exercise program is good for everyone, but here's why it's especially important for people with IBS. First, exercise is one of the best ways to relieve the effects of stress on the body. Some of your symptoms are caused when the brain sends stress signals to your intestines. So reducing built-up stress can mean you have fewer of those painful spasms. Exercise has another very specific benefit for people with IBS. It helps stimulate rhythmic contractions of the intestines. That means fewer spasms and more regular bowel function. For people with IBS, an exercise program is essential to feeling better. Talk with a physician about an appropriate way for you to exercise.